sunlight on my face. Slow morning, no need to race. Coffee brewing, a gentle tune, humming softly, feeling smooth. No rush, no plans, just taking it slow. Breathing in the air, letting it flow. Just a simple day with nowhere to be. Wandering through the streets so free. Smiling at the little things I see. Oh, it's enough for me.
네 개 사.
나 얼음이 근데 많아가지고.
무게 익숙함으로 보시면 어때요? 어때요? 하는데 들으면 들을수록 내가 이거 없어? 라고 했는데 어떤 연출력을 써야 했어요. 근데 그때 그 배우는
You know, she's a bit happy.
I'm not very good at holding babies. Kind of heavy. Should I support the baby? She's very heavy. 엄청 무거워. 치킨 좋아? 유튜브 촬영. 아니면 he's good with these
It was
things, so
late in
maybe
the
he can do it.
morning.
After I learn English, I'm
We
going to
have
learn.
no
Oh, yeah.
So what do you wanna do? We pack our bags, fill it with all of the blankets.
There is two.
The
Hello.
dog comes to, so we have to. Woke up today. It was late in the morning. We have So we have to bring his food. It's just me and you, and soft music, a bright blue sky, and no excuses. The heat of the sun on my neck, your head in my lap, and we're laughing like we used to. We have no plans except to just keep on driving. The road gets steep. As we start to climb the hill, we reach the top, and the view is amazing. The day is hard, so we jump into the stream. It's just me and you, and soft music, a bright blue sky, and no excuses. The heat of the sun on my neck, your head